What's it just like to have this opportunity?
It's a blessing, somebody that me that, had a journey that I've had. I have a real appreciation to be able to play this game and to be able to have this opportunity. So for me, it's just a blessing to be able to be out here and have the opportunity to hoop.
What's the last year been like for you?
It's been amazing for me, just being able to take time for myself and get my body and mental right and really just get my body good. So for me, that's all it was for me, and now I feel good, and I've been blessed enough to have this opportunity to go hoop.
Zach just talked about how vocal you were right away. Is that something you just felt this team needed, or is that just who you were?
That's just me, something that I've learned to do as a point guard. Also, just coming from Orlando, being with a lot of young guys, I had to just be that voice on the floor, and I feel like communication is one way to help your teammates out and let them know where you're at, and to be able to pick up and just build confidence with your teammates. So it's second nature for me. It's something that I feel like can go anywhere. I think that as long as I continue to do that, I think it's something that's contagious, and I hope that everyone continues to pick that up, and we appreciate that.
If you don't mind sharing, how did this opportunity come about with Sacramento?
They just came and watched me work out. Of course, they've been in contact with my agent. My agent does a good job of allowing me to just focus on basketball and the things I need to focus on. But like I said, I've been working my tail off all year round to be ready for this opportunity when I felt right. And he's done a great job of keeping teams, ready for me and letting them know that, I've been working and not just sitting around. And when I felt right, they came to watch me work out, and it just happened to work out perfectly.
You haven't played since May 5th.
Yes.
Just how difficult is that to get up to speed, to get up to NBA conditioning and all that?
One thing I've learned coming through an ACL injury, I've tried doing everything that you can to get ready to play basketball. There's nothing you can do to get you ready to play basketball other than playing. So obviously they have a great medical team here, and I've been doing everything that I can to put my daily deposits in to get ready. But really, it's nothing but going out there and hooping and just building that endurance up and getting ready. I do a good job of doing everything that I can to get in the best shape that I can without playing, 5-on-5 basketball. But now it's just going to be going out there and playing as hard as I can, and when I need a sub, calling for one.
What's been the transition like coming into this organization?
It's been pretty easy. They got a great staff here, great people here that's just been helping me along the way. Again, to make sure that the main thing ain't the main thing, and that's just focusing on basketball. So anything that I need help with, the teammates have been really helpful, but also everyone who works in this organization has been really helpful with just making sure I know where to go, making sure I get the things that I need. And for me, that's easy for me because I'm pretty straightforward. I just keep the main thing, and just focus on hoop.
Not being on an NBA team this year, what made the right decision for you to just kind of continue working yourself with your people rather than going overseas or going in a different direction like that?
Health is wealth, man. And as we all know, battling with injuries is about being consistent and staying healthy. So for me, it was no reason for me to rush into anything. I feel like for myself, I've already played through injuries. I already played through a lot of things. So I told myself and I told my team that my main focus was just taking care of my body and giving myself the chance to rest and make sure I felt strong and good enough to be able to go out there and give my all. So it wasn't a hard decision for me. It was something that, a decision I made, and I know a lot of people say a lot of things, but I was never worried about that. I knew what I had going on. I knew what I wanted to do, and I executed that, and now I have a chance to go out there and play again.
What do you feel like you provide to this team on the floor?
Just a playmaker, leader, just doing whatever it takes to win. Obviously I think my passing and being able to be a point guard and get guys in position and being able to help these guys, make it easier on them. I think that's one thing. And then on the other end of the floor, being able to be a defensive pass and just really getting to the ball and make it tough on that end. I think I bring both edges, and then just a great teammate as well. Going to be that guy that's going to do whatever it needs for a teammate. That's grabbing the towels, that's getting the water, that's picking them up, encouraging them, whatever that is. That's the guy I am.
Does it also help that that Zach and Doug from the Seattle area too?
Yeah, it definitely. When you see guys that are familiar faces, and I've been going into my 8th year, so I've been around the league. I've played against these guys. I've seen these guys enough to know. We got enough respect about each other. They know I'm a hooper, and I know they're a hooper. So being able to come into an atmosphere like that, and you got new guys too as well. So we're all trying to figure it out. But we've been in the league before. This isn't my first trade, so I understand that you're gonna be around a new group of guys, and for me, I feel like I'm pretty easygoing. I come in and just try to do my job, and again, I'm a great teammate as well. So they made it pretty easy.
What did the break look like for you? Given that you're getting ready for a new opportunity here, how much have you been here versus out of town?
I've been here the whole time. I think I went back home to see my kids Saturday and Sunday, but again, they did a good job of sending people out to work with me, which I was extremely thankful for, knowing that it was break for them as well. So being able to have them there, I have a great appreciation for that. But it's just been working, man. Like I said, for me, you get what you put in. So I've just been working my ass off to get ready for this first game, and I'm super excited again just to be able to step back out on the floor and go play basketball.
And what does that look like, that day-to-day here throughout
It's
this
grind,
week?
man. Daily deposits, doing whatever we need, a little conditioning, a little bit of weightlifting, a little bit of treatment, just a little bit of everything. You know, I make sure that I do what I need to do to control what I can and control everything I can.
The road that you've had and the experiences that you've had along the way in this journey, does it help you make you that much more hungry this later in life, this later in your career?
Absolutely. You know, I'm 26, so I'm still young. I know I got a long time to play. And again, I think that, you know, most people wouldn't do what I did, you know, and be able to take that chance to just take your time to get healthy. But that's one thing I learned going through the injuries that I went through early in my life is that, you know, my health is my wealth. So for me, it wasn't a hard decision for me. You know, I think for me, it was just about making sure that my body was right and I was able to move the way I wanted to move. And like I said, now that I had that chance, whatever opportunity that I had at that time, and it happened to be Sacramento, and I'm extremely thankful.
I saw you working with Coach Triano. What do you make of the offense and how quickly you picking everything up?
Oh, they make it pretty simple. You know, it's basketball at the end of the day, but you know, you want to know the terminologies. You want to be able to learn your teammates and know where they're best at. So for me, it's just about, again, putting those extra work in to be able to know the plays, to be able to, especially in my position, be able to put guys in their position and be able to understand the terminology.
What did you make of the opportunity, not just because this team needs more point guard and ball handling, but a team that's in the midst of a really tense playoff race here in the West? How much did that excite you joining a team that's ready for you to hit the ground running?
Super excited. You know, you always want to play playoff basketball and winning basketball. So for me, being able to have the opportunity where they need a point guard and seeing that I can, you know, hopefully help them in that role, but also play meaningful basketball. That's all you dream of being a hooper growing up and wanting to be a very effective basketball player. So it's a perfect opportunity, but we got to take it one game at a time and just focus on that.
You told me last week that your shot and your health were better than they've been since you got into the league. Like, now that you've kind of been on this for a week here with them, like, how are you feeling physically and how's the shot feeling and looking?
Amazing. Again, it's about daily deposits. You know, some days are going to be better than others, but again, being able to shoot the way I want to shoot, I know that some days are going to be better than others, but I know I'm capable of doing it. Now it's just about coming in, putting my reps in, and continue to get better each and every day.
Anything else?